Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Thursday morning pre-market webcast. Okay, we are in Compression City. Basically, we did a 6.5 handle, 6.5 handle Globex range yesterday. So if it felt tight yesterday, it felt like it couldn't go anywhere, it was tight. It wasn't going anywhere. So as I'm taping this now, we're trading 93.5. We've been trading effectively in a 3.5 handle range all night. The downside of that is it's difficult to trade on any time frame. If you're trying to trade it on a short-term time frame, nothing can really get going. We've been experiencing that in the room. I didn't do much yesterday at all. And the reality is it's about patience. You need to be comfortable enough in your own skin as a trader to wait for the market to resolve itself, and then the handles come. Whether it's up, down, it doesn't really matter. I'm not focused on how it's going to resolve because I'm not, I'm 95% of the time I'm not a long-term trader. I'm looking for the next 5 to 10 handles of the market. When the market is providing 5 handles in the course of a day in any direction, you have to be patient. You have to understand that this is a day where you need to do less. You need to not make your broker of the month, and you need to, limit your trading, limit your opportunities, take good setups against risk, and then respect risk. If you take a couple of one-handle losses, a couple of two-tick, that's trading, but you cannot be taking massive hits in this market. And the only way to take massive hits on a day that only has a total range of 6.5 handles is to basically be long, short, wrong, and freaking out at the top and bottom of a range that isn't going to break out or break down. If you spent yesterday doing that, file that away, learn from it, and if you want to really learn from it, come and hang out. We would love to meet you. But these are some of the things, these days like yesterday are harder to trade than days that move. Days that move, entries are, you don't have to be as strict with your entries. Volatility markets wash away the sins of bad entries, basically. Whether you get in at, two ticks above, 2 ticks below, 3 ticks below what you really wanted as an entry, you're still going to get paid. The trade is still going to move. You're still going to get your risk out. It's going to be fine. It's the tape that doesn't move at all where you have to be really disciplined. And a tape like yesterday and a tape like the regular session on Tuesday, the best form of discipline is really pretty much not to do much of anything. Now, the upside of this is when this thing starts to move, it's going to move really nicely. And you don't have to be preemptively in it in order to take advantage of it. The one thing I will say on a longer term time frame is that any overbought condition, and there wasn't an overbought condition, but if there was one from here, all of this has pretty much taken it back to neutral. So we could be basing for another move up. We could be ready for a pullback. And I'll say this again, we could be basing for another move up. Okay? Look, I don't play for either team. I just look at price. And if we're going to flag around and base here, we could easily do another move up. Maybe not a gigantic move up, but just because we're hanging around here at all-time highs, the default position is not we're going to pull back. That's not how it happened at 88. They ramped up. We did 88. We put a risk marker out short against 89, and the thing just kind of fell. It was right around noontime. I was at the gym. So be prepared for anything. But while it's doing nothing, just be prepared. And you don't have to be prepared by taking 37 trades. Okay? All right, let's look at the hourly. That really underscores the compression. This is an hourly chart. Looks like a 5-minute chart at 2 o'clock in the morning. This is an hourly chart. Okay? So since 6 o'clock, since we opened Globex back up on Wednesday and made the all-time high of 95.5, The best we've done are those, we go 89. Yep, that's the best we've done, is 89. So 6.5 handles. We did nothing in the overnight. If you incorporate RTH from Tuesday, where we went down to 87.75, then you're looking at effectively an 8-handle range for 2 regular sessions and 2 Globexes. That's really tight. Really tight. And you can see in the Bollinger Bands just how tight it is. So the hourly bands are extremely compressed. The upside of that is it's going to resolve. When it does, there's going to be handles. Okay? So what would be the tipping point for me as to whether we are breaking out or breaking down? Okay? Let's talk about the breakout first. You would see 95 to 96 get broken up over, and they would initially go support. Then you would get a move to 2,500. 2,500 would then go support. Probably wouldn't stop there much at all. Then you start to deal with stairs higher. That 2,500 move, when it comes back to go support, that will be really hard to buy. But if it can't break below 2,500, you have to buy it. You can do anything with appropriate risk. But just understand that if it goes up over the top of 2,500 and comes back to hold it, I mean, it's holding it. Now, the downside, which I'm sure everybody wants to talk about. Whole world's waiting for this thing to go down, and that's why it won't go down. But be that as it may. 90 half, 87.75. You convert 87.75, then you're going to get into 83.75. You get into 83.75. Then we start to look at the potential, and I talked about this yesterday, of moving back towards the 9-day simple moving average, which is now up, 77.78. I think that's the best you're going to do on an initial pullback, absent news. Okay? Until the bears show me that they can actually close below the blue line, I'm going to remain unimpressed, no matter how fiercely they would pull it back from up here to down here. All right. So this is a little longer than usual, but we've got a lot to talk about, and I really want to emphasize patience. Okay, everybody have a fantastic morning. I will do some more stuff during the day, but it just feels like me coming, I would be coming on every couple of hours going, hi, this is Mike Vacchi from Princetontrader, and there's nothing going on. But I will try to incorporate some more content through during the day. Take care, and I will definitely catch you for a midday update. Trade them well. Follow us over on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Princetontrader. Check us out on Facebook, and join us for a free trial at www.princetontrader.com. Trade them well.